Hello everyone and welcome back to Cooking with Kelly. It is Colin. Unfortunately, Kelly could not be here today, but today we are going to be making radiatore with arugula, tomatoes, and pancetta. So let's go over ingredients, which this is a pasta, by the way. So let's go over our ingredients. So over here we have cherry tomatoes off the vine, and then we just have regular old corkscrew pasta, which we're going to be using instead of radiatore pasta. This is our pancetta, which pancetta is a meat very similar to bacon, like the bacon you eat every day. The main difference, though, is this one is not smoked like bacon. Finally, we have some little other things here. We have minced garlic, and we're going to be using about 1/4 teaspoon of it. I'm sorry, 1/2 teaspoon of it, because as you can see on the label, 1/2 teaspoon of this garlic is about a clove of garlic, which is what the recipe calls for. Then we have 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then this Parmesan cheese is going to get mixed into it. Finally, we have the arugula, which is about 8 ounces, roughly, and then we're going to have to cut the stems off of these. And this is all the rest of our materials. We have the 10-inch skillet approximately, and the pan where we're going to boil the water in the pasta. Finally, we will have the cheese, which is going to be to top off the our meal tonight. The only difference is the recipe calls for shredded cheese. This is not a shredded cheese, it's actually a shaved cheese. It's Parmesan. All right, let's get to the cooking. Hello, cookers and fellow bakers. So what we're going to be doing is boiling the water. So we have a decent amount of water in the pan, and we're going to boil that. So what you see here is our pan. This is about how much water we're going to put in it. And we're going to make sure we get this water to a boil before we add our pasta. While we're getting our water to a boil, we're going to cut this pancetta into 1/4 inch squares. I will see you guys back when I'm done cutting. Alright guys, so cutting up the pancetta was really hard, but I think that I got it as good as it's going to get. So now it is time to add in the pasta. Alright, so we have our pasta here, and we are just going to, as you can see, the water's boiling, so we're just going to put our pasta in the little boiling water. Alright guys, in goes the pasta. Whoa! There it goes. Alright, 11-minute timer on the clock. Alright, so as our pasta is in, it's time for us to go over, and we are going to cut off the stems to the arugula, and we're going to put the other ingredients inside the skillet so we can start cooking the meat. Alright? Sounds like a plan. See you guys over there. Alright guys, so the pancetta is now in the skillet, and what we have to do is we have to continue to stir it almost like this, as you can see, moving it around until it comes to a brown. And we put the pasta in over here, and it seems to be doing pretty good. And it has about 5 minutes left on the timer, because this specific pasta needs to cook for about 11 minutes. I'll see you guys once we have the meat brown. Alright, so while we have everything cooking over on the stove, I'm going to make sure that I cut all the stems off this arugula. I'll show you guys the final results once I'm done cutting. Alright, so now we're going to add our tomatoes. We're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of minced garlic, sorry, 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic. And we're going to add some, I'm trying to look at my recipe that I wrote this morning. Okay, so we're actually also going to add some salt and pepper as well. Alright, let's do this. We're going to have to turn that down. Low. Alright, so I added in our tomatoes, our minced garlic, salt and pepper, and I might suggest turning your burner down to low, or it's going to go a little bit crazy. And I also, the pasta timer is up, so it's just sitting there now, waiting for my 1-minute timer on this to be completed. So once everything is ready, I guess I will show you guys the final results then. All right, guys, so I got all of the stems off of the arugula, and all we have to do now is add the grated Parmesan cheese, and we are finished. All right, I'll tell you guys when I have the grated Parmesan cheese measured out. It's all measured out correctly with 1/4 cups. I'm gonna add it into here, and this is our third and final thing that we have today. And then all we have to do is mix this, and this together. Next step is we are gonna drain the pasta in the colander and put it back into the pan. All right, the pasta is drained, and we are gonna add everything together. Once we have everything added together, I'll show you guys the final results. Pasta is finished and it looks so good. Here are the final results with everything in it. So this has our pasta, our pancetta, our garlic, our tomatoes, our salt, our pepper, our arugula, and our Parmesan cheese. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. See ya!